Good morning, Somerville. Today is Friday, February 10th. I'm Isaac Cinnamon.
And I'm Cooper Kelly, and Wave TV starts now. As you might have heard, last weekend there was some talk about a balloon crossing the country. Evan Glenn tells us more.
On February 1st, many people in Montana looked up and noticed a circular object in the sky, but assumed it was the moon. Little did they know, it was a Chinese spy balloon. The balloon was sent from mainland China and made its path through Canada and Alaska, unnoticed by civilians. The Pentagon had been tracking it for some time before it even appeared over mainland America. The Pentagon strongly advised President Biden to not shoot it down due to the chance of debris possibly falling and damaging property, and even harming civilians. This event violates U.S. airspace and intercontinental law, and the balloon was sitting over nuclear missile silos in Montana. The balloon eventually reached South Carolina and then was shot down slightly off the coast. The Chinese government claims the U.S. overreacted with how they handled the situation, stating the balloon was merely a weather instrument that accidentally strayed into U.S. airspace. They claimed the winds pushed it off course. However, as of February 3rd, 2 more Chinese spy balloons had been spotted in territories surrounding the U.S., raising suspicion even further. That's all we have now, Somerville. We'll keep you updated. Reporting for Wave TV, I'm Evan Glenn.
I think China missed the memo. Our country's birthday isn't until July.
Well, at least it's nice to know they're thinking of us. In other foreign news, Jackson Brown informs us on a recent earthquake in the Middle East.
Turkey is an area prone to earthquakes because it lies on the Anatolian Fault System, which is known for its recent strong earthquakes. Since the 1900s, a total of 70 earthquakes of a magnitude of 6.5 or higher have wreaked havoc on the area. This makes the Anatolian Fault System one of the most seismically active areas in the world. Earthquakes of this size can easily damage buildings and roads, but more recently, a series of severe earthquakes devastated Turkey. These quakes claimed the lives of 9,000 people in Turkey and more than 1,500 in nearby Syria. Extreme efforts have been made to rescue any people that could possibly be trapped under the rubble, but it has not been easy for the rescuers. They are battling heavy rain and snow as they race against the clock to find survivors. The U.S. President has authorized an immediate response to help, and we are in the process of deploying additional search and rescue teams to assist their efforts. Reporting for Wave TV, I'm Trevor Samina.
As an update, it appears that the EU will have a conference to raise funds for Turkey and Syria in this difficult time.
Coming a bit closer to home, Dylan Rosario lets us know about a former Somerville High School athlete retiring from the big leagues.
On Monday, Somerville High alumni AJ Green posted to social media announcing his retirement after 12 seasons in the NFL. AJ was the star wide receiver for Somerville High, University of Georgia, the Cincinnati Bengals, and the Arizona Cardinals. Green wrote a heartfelt message expressing his gratitude, thanking all those who supported him throughout his career. We spoke to Coach Kafina, who coached AJ, and witnessed his talent since day one.
AJ's a generational type player. You don't get very many of him during your time as a coach. He had a gift from God. He was talented, just more talented, physically talented than other people. He had a drive to succeed. He didn't like to lose. Most great players have that internal motivation.
AJ was a 3-sport athlete, playing football, basketball, and track at SHS. He quickly began to amaze everyone through his talents and all his athletic endeavors. Coaches, students, and spectators alike were amazed, whether it was a rebound in a basketball game or a one-handed catch down the football field.
AJ could do about whatever he wanted to athletically. When he played defense, he was a great tackler. I mean, he could have been an all-pro at whatever he wanted to be an all-pro at. The catch against Gaffney in the Lower State Championship game where ball was thrown over the wrong shoulder and inside, he did a 360-degree turn and caught the ball one-handed. Some people say it's the best catch they ever saw.
AJ ends his career with 727 catches for over 10,000 yards, 70 touchdowns, and participation in 7 Pro Bowls. He worked hard and kept persistent to accomplish all of these goals. Reporting for Wave TV, this is Dylan Rosario.
It's pretty inspiring to see someone so successful come from the good old green and gold.
Speaking of inspiration, William Brown gives us this week's Black History Month story, focusing on some influential politicians.
Uncomfortable truths, it requires the occasional disruption, the willingness to speak out for what is right, to shake up the status quo. That's America.
It has been over 150 years since the first African American was seated in the U.S. Congress. Since then, many more have followed in his footsteps and have taken seats at the head of our country. Joseph Rainey, born in South Carolina in 1832, was the first African American to serve in the House of Representatives. In his 10 years in Congress, Rainey worked for the civil rights, funding of public schools, and much more. One of his most notable acts was pushing to pass the Ku Klux Klan Act, which allowed the federal government to make efforts to damage groups like the KKK. Rainey passed in 1887, but his contributions will always be remembered. In 1848, Frederick Douglass was one of the few men to attend the Women's Rights Convention in Seneca Falls, New York. He believed that right is of no sex, truth is of no color. He joined the abolishment in 1841 and put his oratorical skills to work as a speaker for the American Anti-Slavery Society. He also supported Elizabeth Cady Stanton, Susan B. Anthony, and other women's rights activists in the crusade for women's suffrage. In 1968, Shirley Chisholm became the first African-American woman to serve in Congress. She was a co-founder of the National Women's Political Caucus in 1971, and became the first black woman and second woman ever to serve on the powerful House Rules Committee. In 1972, she sought the Democratic presidential nomination. Efforts to prevent her from running were made, but she fought through them and stayed on her path. While she did not secure the nomination, her story is inspiring for people nationwide. This is only a small number of the influential African Americans that have been a part of our government, but the impact and influence they've had is anything but small. Their stories will be remembered for years to come and will continue to inspire people today. Reporting for Wave TV, this is William Brown.
Stay tuned the next 2 weeks to learn more about some incredible black culture and history.
Switching things up, next week is Valentine's Day, and I'm not sure what to do for my Valentine. Luckily, Haley and Rodney are here with some holiday tips.
As you know, Valentine's Day is just around the corner.
Love is in the air. So here at Wave TV, we're going to show you some Valentine activities to do for your Valentine.
If your Valentine is a smart cookie,
you can start off by making them some tasty treats.
Valentine's Day cookies.
Let's see how this goes.
Let's see if I can even open it. Oh my god, I opened it for one. Woo!
Okay, so... okay, keep it together. Alright. Okay.
These look like test tubes.
Right. Y'all, they really got me wearing this thing on the top of my head.
Isn't it cute?
Okay.
Oh wait,
look. Y'all gonna have to deal with it like this, because these here don't come out. See?
No, oh my god, look, mine stick a little bit. Like, two.
Okay. You know what? This will have to do. See?
Oh my god. Look how cute it is.
That look good. See, mine look ghetto.
So cute.
Get somebody in here to taste mine. You want to taste mine? Yeah.
Oh my god. Taste test.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, it looked like a hard toast of sugar.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Whoever made these cookies need more sugar. Actually, it's cute. Rodney, why yours look a mess?
I know, I did not try.
You just toss something together. This would be definitely good if it was baked.
Yeah.
Bye.
I'm not much of a baker. I think I'll just stick with the chocolates.
I don't know, Cooper. There's been a lot of chocolate controversy lately. Let's go to Mason Pinckney so we can get the scoop on those controversial M&Ms.
Ordinary chocolate candy. It's melted. But this one, there's no chocolate mess. Because M&M's milk chocolate melts in your mouth. Not
the wrapper, the candy. Today, M&M's are getting a less polarizing new face.
If you really, truly want to make an M&M feel like they belong, you probably shouldn't be eating them.
M&M's, a sweet treat that melts in your mouth and not in your hand. We have all seen the funny and lovable M&M spokes candy either in the movie theaters as a funny ad or on candy packages. However, due to the recent changes made to the M&M characters, where the green M&M now wears sneakers and the brown has substituted stilettos for shorter heels, the internet has gone mad. Starting all this controversy is Tucker Carlson, who had some interesting comments about the recent changes.
No longer wearing sexy boots. Now she's wearing sensible sneakers. Why the change? Well, according to M&M's, quote, "We all win when we see more women in leading roles. Because leading women do not wear sexy boots. Leading women wear frumpy shoes. The frumpier, the better. That's the rule. M&M's will not be satisfied until every last cartoon character is deeply unappealing and totally androgynous."
This very clip of Carlson sparked a TikTok trend where millions of users have made videos using the sound to mock Carlson. When M&M's has faced this controversy, they did not stand down. In a tweet, they said they would be taking an indefinite pause from the spokes candy. However, their choice in wording hints that they will most definitely appear in a halftime show commercial. For now, they have used Maya Rudolph to be a temporary face of M&M's. But I don't know, clam M&M's is definitely not the best decision. So the question is this all a marketing plot, or is the M&M's controversy just bogus?
Well, this changes everything, and it's about time we had true justice on the important issues, like candy.
That's all we have for you this week, Somerville. I'm Cooper Kelly.
And I'm Isaac Cinnamon.
Have a great weekend.
Tick-tock, tick-tock, where that money? Tick-tock, tick-tock, where my money? That money shine bright like a green light. I go take mine like it's fight night. I can't go happy with this pay right. Yeah. Wake up, money good with them bank rights. Money right is the way, better get right. What's your pay like? $20? This 20 right here is missing a couple zeros. You can have this back. Thank you though. Stuck in your bag, you get a little better. Moving too fast, you lose a little cheddar. Move out the way, you get wetter. These niggas get smarter and you join the cheddar. Get in my bag is something I do. Get in your bag is something you prove. Fly like a butterfly.